Okay, I'm literally at work recording this. There's nobody in my department that's in today, so I figured like I can speak a little bit louder and just kind of talk about shit that happened today. I full blown tilt. I just lost it and I like over traded like crazy. There's literally a trade running right now. I don't know if it stopped me out. It probably did stop me out. This is all on demo. It probably stopped me out. Hold on. Yeah, I just checked and it stopped me out. I don't know how much money I lost today. This is on demo and I just completely lost it and I want to talk about it. So it's so funny because literally today I made a video about the struggle of the trader's mindset and how, you know, it's easy to get on tilt once you have a system that doesn't align with you, like doesn't align with your personality. It's easy to go on tilt and all that stuff, and it's still true. Everything that I said today is still true, but damn, don't you hate it when you literally are like, I'm above the world? Not kind of like, I'm past that. Like I have a foundation that I believe in. I have a system that I believe in. I have a system that I genuinely fucking love. It's just that when it wasn't respected today, I completely had a whole meltdown, a whole breakdown, and I wanted to be respected. And since I was not, I just lost it initially, like essentially. That's exactly what happened. So it was like I was in the markets. I was being very patient today. I start showing up at the markets now like after 9:30. I remember that there was a setup that I was looking at. It was at like 9:07, 9:15. I remember 9:15, and I was just like, yeah, I'm looking at this setup. If price taps me in, I'm gonna take it. But if price doesn't tap me in and it's like 9:27, I'm just gonna cancel the setup. So I don't, because you know how market open is weird. So all that time it looks like price is gonna tap me in, but then last minute it just shoots up. So I'm just like, yeah, no, it's not gonna come back. So I could cancel my order. When the market opens, it completely just, it fucking goes, like it just rips up, rips down, and it does like how 9:30 can be like at times. And I felt proud, I felt happy. Look at me, I'm so aware of the markets now that I don't put a trade on before, or I'm in, or like have myself in a trade when it's close to market open, or I don't take a trade during 9:30. Like I've made that mistake a couple of times and I'm just like, no. So I was happy, I was proud of myself. And then I'm just waiting. I see prices going bearish now. So it's like, okay, this is a strong trend, strong bearish trend. My setup, my regular 2-minute setup, loves trends. So I'm here and price is forming zones. So I'm putting my limit order like how I usually do, just waiting for price to come back, tap me in, and then, TP, So I'm just waiting for that thing, which is something that I've always had. And today was just not that day. A lot of the times when price is blasting up, it'll give me a little chance to get in throughout the blast up. Well, during its whole like jump, it kept going without giving me any kind of entry all throughout. It was just it was forming zones. It would maybe get a little bit close to it but not tap me in, and then keep on going, and then it will form another zone, and then I'm thinking, all right, let me adjust it, move it, because like my whole strategy is about adapting. I don't just have a zone. I see price keeps on blasting up, and I'm not just still holding on to the zone. I'm moving with the markets, adapting, right? And so that's what I was doing, and I was being very diligent on that. But then by literally the 4th or 5th zone that price passed, I started to be impatient. I started becoming impatient because I'm like, dude, what is going on? I have been tracking you since, like I mentioned, market open like 9 o'clock, 9:30, around that time. I've been here, and now it's like 10:20, and there's nothing. Like I haven't taken a single trade. And it was really getting to me. And I just remember having like price forming a level, and it was like 5 seconds left on the candle. So how I have it, it's like if the candle, goes up, creates a zone, and then closes like very bearish or bullish, like a strong candle, then I'll mark that as a new zone. So it was 5 seconds left on this candle. Price was up here with it, so it was looking very strong. And then 5 seconds left, right? As soon as I put my zone down, my limit order down, because I'm like, okay, we have 5 seconds and price is all the way up there. What are the chances of it coming all the way down? Stuff like that. Because my rule is I only can put a limit order, or that zone is considered a valid zone, if price forms, like bullish or strong, like has a strong candle closure on that candle. I think that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, I know what my strategy is. It doesn't matter. So it was 5 seconds left, as I mentioned. In those 5 seconds, that candle went from boom to this, to like this. And I already set my limit order down. 5 seconds, I already set my limit order down. So price got me into the trade, and then boom, it hit TP. And I was just like, cool. And then literally after that, I just like everything just completely went blank. Like it's so crazy because this literally just happened like maybe like an hour or two ago. I don't even know. And I can't remember what happened. It was like tunnel vision, full on tunnel vision. Like I just remember it hitting TP, me feeling happy but also kind of confused, and then me getting greedy, thinking, oh, it's gonna come back. What if it comes back into the zone? It's gonna come back into the zone. So let me put another limit order down into the zone so that I can like take the same trade and it hit TP. It did not hit TP. It stopped me out in like 2 seconds. And that was when I went onto till, because I cannot handle losses. I have yet to be able to handle losses as a professional, and I'm so glad that I'm on a demo, because it makes it all easy for me to get myself to, it's easy for me to cope with. After that loss, I just became a revenge trader, because I was taking setups, I was just taking any kind of zones. It didn't make sense. Price was becoming bullish, but I was still looking for sells. But then it was like, okay, well, you stopped me out at a sell, so let me go for a buy. I went for a buy in a bearish market, so I know you know how that went. And so it stopped me out, and then I was trying to make back my money on that. So I literally can't remember it, but either way, I was just going through this and that and that and this, going in a trade, getting it stopped out, going through another trade, getting stopped out, another trade stopped out, and it was just like, ooh, like when you look back at your work, you're like, what happened? And the funniest thing is that the first time I took the trade and then I lost, I was just like, I'm getting on till, let me close. So I exited out of TradingView. I exited out of NinjaTrader. Dude, tell me why in like 1-2 minutes later, I go back on TradingView. I go back onto NinjaTrader. I take more trades that lost. And then I kept on, like, it was bad. And then one trade won, and that gave me the attitude to keep on trading. And all of them lost, and that's why I lost, like, I was at $970 today after the first win that I had. $970. Another win could have got me to 1,000. Bro, I don't even know what the account is, but I don't even think it's a 50K account anymore, literally. So since I have the ability to, I don't really care. I'm gonna reset it back to the original loss. So remember, like, my first trade was a win, and then I took a loss. After that, everything else is getting wiped out. I'm gonna restart it from, so my account balance is gonna be 50,717. That's just gonna be it, because that was when, like, after that I got into, and if I don't have to count it, I won't count it. Girl, I am on demo, and I need to be okay with that and understand that it is okay. Everything else is still extremely, like, I want to look into, and that's why I'm making this video, because it's like I want to hold myself accountable and be aware that, like, hey, I am not this perfect, I figured it out just because I have negative RR, because I'll admit that's exactly how I was feeling. Like, I felt like on top of the world, but I wasn't like screaming like, yeah, I don't miss, like, I lose. But the mindset that I got into, it was crazy. Like, I didn't even get into this mindset when I lost twice on Friday, like, literally. And so I'm just like, okay, where is this coming from, you know? Like, I'm not trying to be mad at myself, just like upset. Like, I am disappointed, I am sad, but it's like there's a reason that I reacted like this, and that's the main thing that I want to be able to discover. I want to be able to understand, and I don't quite have a grasp on everything, but that's something that's like really important for me to get, because like I said, I'm gonna just reset my account, but I can't do that on live, okay? Like, I can't do that. Like, if I'm going to get a payout, like I know that I will, I need to figure out a way to not get into this headspace. I need to figure out a way to, when I say that I'm done, I exit out of TradingView, I exit out of my Ninja Trader. I need to get to a point when I do those things, I mean it. That's the biggest thing. I was talking about it in my journal. I wrote it down today. I was saying, like, stopping is an issue for me. I am not able to stop myself even when I'm saying, okay, like, after this setup, I'm gonna take this setup and then I'm done. Bro, I'll take that setup, I'll take another setup, then I'll take another one and another, and then it was like it's like two parts of me who gets to decide who I'm done. The responsible professional trader side of me says I'm done, but I just want to have fun, I want to make money, the gambler, and I just want to be in the markets, that person, it's just like, no, we don't need to stop, right? She just wants to keep on trading, and I understand that. Like, trading is fun. I love the process. I love finding a setup. I love being in the markets. I love the price going up and down, and like, will you win, will you not? Like, I love that. Like, I love it all, and I just have not been able to find a good rhythm with myself that I can maintain of fun but also professionality. But yeah, this was the main thing that's on my mind, like, today is upsetting, today's a sad day for me, but I'm not gonna put myself down in the dumps. I'm not gonna say that I'm not a consistently profitable trader. Like, people make mistakes, professionals make mistakes, professionals get tilted, okay? Like, I am a professional, and I got tilted today, and I'm not proud of that, okay? But it's something that happened, and I don't want to not accept it. I don't want to just sweep it under the rug. I want to try again. I want to get better and put myself in a better position. I'm glad that I'm writing this down. I'm glad that I'm recording this video, because it will allow for me to see and know that I'm serious this time. Like, I can never promise that something like this will never happen again, but I can promise you that I will be better. We will be better. And I mean, if you're a trader out there that has been struggling mentally, has been going on tilt, has been, breaking your rules, has been over trading, being a revenge trader, like all the things that I was today, don't worry. You are not alone. It's not the best thing. Brush yourself off. Do not self-deprecate. Do not self-deprecate. I will never go back to the same person that I was. The person who used to bring myself down. The person who used to be like, how could you be so this? How could you? No, I refuse to go back to that person. Because I am an intelligent human being. I am currently putting myself in something that our brains have just not been evolved to do. Everything that we're doing is something, as traders, is something that our brains has just not been evolved to handle. And so we're putting ourselves at risk. We're putting ourselves in battle with our own natural instincts. And so every time that we follow our rules, just know that you're a fucking warrior, because we are going against everything that we've been built mentally to be, brain-wise. So just know that if you're out there and you're struggling, guess what? Most people quit. If you've been at this for 1, 2, 3 plus years, you're a winner, because most people quit. I didn't realize that, but most people quit trading after 2 months, a month, a couple of days, a week. There's people out here who are like that. I'm in 2.5 years in, and I'm never giving up, because I know that I'm gonna be on the other side, man. These are just the bumps and bruises, but it doesn't mean that I don't know how to trade. It doesn't mean I don't know how to be disciplined. It doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't mean I'm lost in no. If you've been here for 2+ years, bro, you know what you're doing, bro. You know what you're doing. You just need to get your mind to match up with your strategy. And that's it. We focus more on the strategy of, finding ourselves. And, I'm the number one person on that, right? And that's okay. That's a good thing, right? You need to find a system that aligns with your personality. And a lot of times we don't know who we are. So if you need that extra time to go and find out who you are within your personality, do it. Do it, because your system matters. Your strategy matters. But then once you got the strategy, now all the rest of the time, once you got a strategy that you genuinely love and you feel like, I was meant to do this, once you have that connection of feeling of confidence with everything, with all your data, now you gotta just work on your psychology. That's what I have to do. I'm just getting this system that I'm using. I just started doing that not even a month ago, okay? So there's a lot of things that I just need to get my mind right about. Hold on. I'm like, who the fuck is that? There's a lot of things that I need to get my mind right about. But other than that, I know that I'm meant to be great. I know that I'm gonna be making 10K plus a month. Like, I know that. So I'm just here working on my psychology, working on, me being me, because there's nothing to tweak about the strategy. There's literally nothing to tweak. It's just all about my mental state, being able to stop myself and actually mean it. Like, it's like I need the lockout, I need the, oh, I can't trade, or something like that. I just need to be able to, when I say that I'm done, mean it. And trading is just so addicting to me that it's hard to put the mouse down, bro. but yeah, if you related to this video, if you felt like you were being talked to directly, hit the subscribe button, because baby, we're in the same boat. We're in the same ship, and it's rocky. But I believe in both of us. I believe in all of us. We were all meant to be something great. We were not meant to be mediocre. I am definitely not gonna be mediocre. You see this fucking cubicle that I'm in? Well, you don't see it. Hold on. You see all of this bullshit, bro? I have not been doing work, bro. I have not been doing work. I've been getting the intern to do all of my work. And I don't give a fuck. Yo, I hope they see this video, bro. Like, I'm not trying to work for no corporation. I'm trying to work for myself. But in order for me to work for myself, I gotta really be on my side. And that's a lot of psychology that I have yet to solve, I have yet to overcome. The intern that I get to do all my work for me came back with work that he did for me, and I gave him more work to do for me. Yes, sweetie, I am not lying. I am not lying. I've been using these interns to do my work since I found out that we had interns that could do your work. Man, work smart, work hard, but when you don't have to, don't do it. Especially when it's something that you don't care about. So I'm abusing these niggas, like, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They love to do work, so hey, looks good on a resume. And I give you shit. Like, one intern was like, yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had any really adversity to go through, because, like, this has nothing to do with it, but my coworkers be giving them small work, just here or there work. Me, I'm giving them my work. my work. So that means it's a little bit more intricate, a little bit, you know, a little, but I do it on the low, right? Like, nobody knows how much I use these interns, bro. Like, nope, they don't know the extent. Like, I'm telling you, bro, these niggas is doing my work. I do 25%, they do 75%. Anyway, this has nothing to do with anything. All I know is that I am a consistently profitable trader. I am a 10K plus a month trader. Bro, I can do this, bro. I can do this. It's all about my mental state, and I'm so glad that this is recorded. I'm so glad that this is being journaled, because it's like, if I get into this ever again, which is most likely possible, at least I have something that's like, remind me, like, oh, you remember that time? Do you remember that day? Do you remember how you felt? I know what it means to lose, and I know what that means to you, Khadid, but it's like, you will have tomorrow, and you'll have the day after that. You will have the next week after that. As long as you live, there will always be another day. So it's the hardest part about being in the trading community is literally hearing the same exact shit from everybody, but it's not registering still. It's not getting to you. It really is like everybody's trying to help you, everybody's trying to give you advice, but it doesn't mean anything if it's not coming from you, if it's not coming from your own experience, and you really getting down to it and being like, yes. Because everything that I've heard since I was in the beginning, since I even knew what TradingView was, everything made sense, and everything still makes sense. But it's like, that doesn't mean I know what to do. That doesn't mean I have the mindset of a fully professional trader. You know what I mean? So it sucks, because people are trying to help you, but it's hard to deal with. But, you know, if you like this, if you resonate with this, don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna be making more content like this. I post every day about the things that I'm going through in my life, and trading is a big part of that. So there's a lot of trading content on my channel. Yeah, I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities. I am a consistently profitable trader. I am already making 10K plus a month. I already have a music studio. I already have time freedom. Like, all of these things I've already had. I just need to get there in real life. I already have it, you know. It's just the physical world, it lags. But I know that all of those things will happen. So, yeah. Okay. Subscribe. All right.